welcome to Season 1 of the CCHL This Week. The CCHL Network presents the CCHL This Week with Greg Afgaropoulos and Josh Primo. Welcome back to the CCHL This Week with Greg Afgaropoulos from Trending in Sports and Mr. Josh Primo from the Nepean Raiders. Josh, it's been a week since we've done our last show. How's it going? How's work going? Have you done any games broadcasting since then?
Yeah, it's going good. I did the game on Friday between Smith Falls and Nepean. That was a very good game, and it was good to get out to Smith Falls. The first time I've been out there this year. Beautiful rink, one of the best sight lines for sure for broadcasters. It was nice to be able to get out there on Friday, and that was a good game.
Well, I'm glad you had a great time. I'm glad the rink was nice. I'm glad it was a good game. I'm glad that you're here right now. So let's get into some action here with our slate from, I believe, December 9th to December 11th. So let's get it started here. We had 5 games across the CCHL region on Friday, December the 9th. We saw victories from Cornwall, Hawkesbury, Smith Falls, Rockland, and Ottawa. The first game here is Brockville and Cornwall. Brockville ended up taking this one 5-3. Colin Elliott tallied a third period hat trick. Nathan Borelli and Lucas Colhane also scored, while Sammy Molu made 26 saves as Brockville improved their season record to 13-12. Cornwall, who fell to 11-14-1, had goals from Dominic Martin, Bradley Frazier, and Ben Lapierre, while Dax Easter made 17 saves in the loss.
Yeah, we're moving right on to Hawkesbury. It was a big win for the Hawks, and this is a big game between them and Campville, two teams that were fairly similar in the standings coming into this one. And Hawkesbury with the 3-2 win. It's Alex Fournier, Remy Gagne, and Thomas Baudouin who get the goals for the Hawkesbury Hawks, while Dimitri Pelikos makes 45 saves in the Hawkesbury win. That's a big one for them. They're improved now to 12-9-2-3 on the year, where Kempville now falls to 10-12-3-0 on the year. They had goals from Caden Henry and Hunter Brazier, both of those players continuing their hot streaks as of late, while Jacob Biron made 33 saves in the losing effort for the 73s.
And now moving into the game you actually did that we just talked about, Smith Falls and Nepean on Friday. Smith Falls ended up taking this one 6-3. Trevor Foucher scored twice. Connor Renane, Thomas Gangle, Alec Hamadi, and Garrett Joss added singles, while Will McAvoy made 29 saves as Smith Falls improved their record to 17-8-1. Nepean, who dropped to 5-17-3, had goals from Coleman Bennett, Owen Hardy, and Tristan Caldwell in the loss.
Yeah, big one for Caldwell, picking up his first career CCHL goal in that one. As we continue to move along here to this game between Rockland and Pembroke. And if you like goals, you might have liked this one. It was a 7-5 game here between the Rockland Nationals and the Pembroke Lumber Kings. Rockland comes away with the win. Nick White and Kyle Leonard scored 2 goals apiece in the win, while Jordan Prepsil got one of the markers, as well as Adriano Lombardo-Tulo and Patrick Lanthier. They added singles, while Ben Graham made 26 saves for the win for the Rockland Nationals. They improved their record to 11-10-2-2. With that win, Pembroke, who fell to 5-16-1-1, had 2 goals from Brett Richardson and singles from Prisdal, Alex Urbishi, and Cam Hicklin, while Ben Forget made 31 saves in the loss to the Rockland Nationals.
Yeah, you said if you like goals, you like that game. Guess what? I like goals. That's me. I like those. So on to this next game here. We had some goals in this one too. Ottawa and Carleton Place. Ottawa ended up winning this one 5-3. Vincent Veloci scored 2 goals. Zachary Lozier, Anton Sorensen, and Owen Protz also found the back of the net, while Connor Shibley made 35 saves as Ottawa improved their CCHL leading record to 21-4-2. Carleton Place, who fell to 14-8-2, had goals from Derek Hamilton, Josh Penny, and Mateo DeCipio, while Jackson Pundick made 32 saves in the loss.
Yeah, and in the lone Saturday night contest, Rockland Nationals continued their hot play since the coaching change, picked up the road victory over Renfrew, and it was a big 5-2 win as Nick White netted a hat trick in the win, including 2 goals in just 9 seconds. Absolutely unbelievable, unstoppable if you're the Renfrew Wolves. Tim Cousineau and Adriano Lombardo Tulo added singles for the Rockland Nationals, while Hayden Gould made 32 saves in the victory. Rockland improved their record with that win to 12-10, 2-2 on the year, while Renfrew falls to 14-8, 1-1. They had goals from Lizot and Brendan Waivata, while Sebastian Ressar made 25 saves in the loss.
Now, moving on to the next day here, there were 4 games of CCHL action on Sunday, which saw victories from Hawkesbury, Carleton Place, Ottawa, and Pembroke. First game we have here is Hawkesbury and Nepean. Hawkesbury did end up barely getting this one out against Nepean 3-2. Nathan Gagne scored twice. Antoine Dorian added a single, while Devin Randall Snow made 36 saves as Hawkesbury improved to a record of 14-9-2-3 on the season. Nepean, who fell to 5-18-0-3, had goals from Curtis Sturgeon and Jacob Dupont, while Gage Stewart made 25 saves in the loss.
Yeah, and moving along to a bit of a one-sided one here as Carleton Place picks up the 8-0 win over the Brockville Braves. It was Derek Hamilton who paced everyone with 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists. He extends his point streak now to 19 games, looking to try and catch Mitch Marner with that point streak. Kate O'Ryan scored twice. Mateo DeCipio had a goal. Brendan Walker, Luke Prudhomme, and Dylan Pollock all also had goals. While Joe Chambers made a 30-save shutout for the win for the Carleton Place Canadians. They improved their record to 15-8-0-2 on the year, while Brockville falls to 13-13 with that loss.
Yeah, Derek Hamilton, once again, great on a big point streak, just like, as you said, Mitch Marner. They may as well be the same player. Who knows? But moving on to our next game, we have Ottawa and Navan. Ottawa did end up winning this one 2-0. Vincent Veloci, Braxton Ross tallied goals, while Rourke Appleby made a 43-save shutout as Ottawa won their 11th straight to improve their CCHL best record to 22-4-2. Navan, who fell to 18-8-2, had 21 saves from Braden McIntosh in this loss.
Yeah, and moving along to an exciting game, needed a shootout between Pembroke and Smiths Falls. A big win for the Lumber Kings in the shootout as they take this one with the 4-3 score. Ryan McNally, Connor Pete, and Colin Vasallo scored the goals in regulation when it was Alex Urbishi who picked up the shootout winner. And Ben Forget made 34 saves as Pembroke ended their winless streak to improve to 6-16-1-1. Smiths Falls takes a tough loss here. They dropped to 17-8-0-2 with this one. They had goals from Sean James, Riley Thompson, and Garrett Joss, while Will McAvoy made 32 saves in the loss. Good effort from Smiths Falls. Always tough when you got to travel to that Sunday night game in Pembroke, and Pembroke taking advantage with the big 4-3 shootout win.
Well, that was our recap for the games on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. Before we go, I just want to say this was our last weekly CCHL show because this is the week that I'm actually done my internship here with Trending in Sports. So it was a fun time. Had a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking with Josh every single week, twice a week, with the Raiders Report and the CCHL report. So just want to say, everybody, thank you for tuning in. It was a lot of fun. Josh, do you want to say anything before we go for the final time here?
Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure doing this. Appreciate to everyone who had a chance to check these out and to all of the interaction that we've had. And it's been an absolute pleasure. This is a great segment. Keeps me really in touch with the league and knowing who's doing well and some players to look out for. So that this has definitely been a great experience. And thanks to yourself and thanks to our producer Whit as well.
Well,
and now I know my heart is a ghost town.